You might have missed it, but there's something going on this weekend that is very important that you take advantage of. What I'm talking about is Parallel XP weekend, which means that all Parallel XP gained per player is doubled. Now, I don't want you to get this confused with gameplay XP, as gameplay XP is not doubled. Instead, what is doubled is the experience you gain per player based on their individual actions that go ahead and progress missions for certain players, as well as raise all their attributes by 1. Today what we're going to be discussing is what exactly is Parallel XP, how to take advantage of this double Parallel XP weekend, and what benefits could come from taking advantage of it. So to understand Parallel XP, you must understand that every player starts at base Parallel, where none of their attributes are increased. The maximum parallel you can have is a parallel 5, which increases all of the attributes on the player by 5, each and every single one. Now, in order to get it to parallel 5, you need to complete individual player actions throughout the game, and each action has a certain amount of parallel XP you are awarded. But let's talk about what happens at parallel 1. So for example, at parallel 1, instead of Mike Trout having 75 contact versus right, which is what he should be having if I had him at base parallel, he has 76 because everything is increased by 1. At parallel 2, although the wording might be confusing where it says +2, it does not mean +2 on top of the +1 from parallel 1. The easiest way to put it is if Mike Trout's base parallel contact versus right is a 75, then at parallel 2 it will be a 77 because it received a +2 attribute boost. Now, don't get confused with inside edge, which is whenever a player has the numbers increased, sort of like Kyle Tucker where he has a +12 +12. That is not reflected on the attribute screen. That change is only reflected in game, and that is daily adjusted based on the matchup that the player has and does not represent the true overall of the player. We're going to discuss that in a future video. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button or subscribe button, notification bell. We stream daily on Twitch. Links to that and our socials are inside of the description. So continuing to discuss Parallel XP. What you're seeing right there in the Earn Parallel XP box is the numbers already doubled. For playing offline, you're only getting 1x of whatever that number is. For playing online, meaning ranked, events, battle royale, or co-op ranked, you are going to be getting 1.5x of whatever that number is. So normally, without double Parallel XP weekend, you are getting 15 Parallel XP points per plate appearance, but because it is double, it is showing 30. So the numbers reflected are what's currently being added. Now, to level up these players, you need to hit certain thresholds, and you can keep track of how much you got in terms of Parallel XP by just pressing R1 on any player card once you get to the attributes, and it'll show you the progress bar as you guys see right there. As y'all can see, obviously, just having an at-bat with a player is big, but a home run is much better. And all of these numbers, they are added together. So if you have a plate appearance and you end up hitting a single, that is 40 total Parallel XP points towards the progress. If you hit a home run, that is way more than 70 because you also had a run there and an RBI. So in total, for hitting a home run, you would be getting 90 Parallel XP, and so on and so forth. The question now is, why should we be taking advantage of double Parallel XP weekend? Programs. That is the most simple answer and straightforward answer I can give you. If you have not done Team Affinity already, meaning you don't have 30 out of 30 cards, or even 15 out of 30 in order to get this voucher, then this is probably going to be the best opportunity you will have until this event repeats itself to go ahead and get this voucher. If you're wondering why, the answer is pretty simple. By taking any of these players into any game mode, whether online or offline in Diamond Dynasty, as long as it's not play with friends, that specific game mode, you're going to be earning double their Parallel XP progress in terms of the missions you have. So what would normally take you 2 to 3 games to complete with Jesus Luzardo inside a 3-inning mini seasons or conquest game where he pitches the entire game would probably take you 1 game, meaning him pitching 3 innings, and then an additional inning in order to get 500 parallel XP. The repeatable missions, which are not inside of the new thread, are also going to be a lot easier for you to complete, especially if you go ahead and manage to make your squad full of the players necessary in order to complete the parallel XP missions. So if, for example, you had not completed the Tokyo series and you wanted to complete it real bad, on average, for having a pitcher start a conquest or mini seasons game and play it always on the easiest difficulty you can play it. If you enjoy playing on rookie, do it on rookie. You'll probably earn 400 parallel XP per game. That is 3 innings pitched, where the player pitches the entire 3 innings. So that's hitting 5 program points inside of this mission specifically every 2 games. And that is amazing. Sticking with programs, Team Affinity, I'm telling you, complete the moment for each team. You're gonna have a silver player from each team that has a parallel XP mission. Normally, you would be able to complete this in 1 game regardless, but for hitters, it's going to make this a whole lot easier for you to complete in probably 2 to 3 at-bats, depending on the outcome of those situations. But you're going to be able to earn an additional 10,000 Team Affinity points and fly all the way to 15,000. If you completed the collection, then you can jump to 25,000. Or if you get your team loaded up with those players and play versus CPU, Conquest, or mini seasons, it's going to get you closer to those gold cards that also have parallel XP missions for you to complete. And that's just going to allow you to fly through Team Affinity, fly through any program. And it's not only affecting Team Affinity and the assorted programs. Because the double PXP allows you to progress along Team Affinity and those assorted programs a whole lot faster, it's also going to give you the XP rewards from those programs. And that, if you're not even close to done with the current first inning XP path, is going to get you probably to the end of it and starting to spin the wheel by the time the weekend ends, depending of course on how long you play. The program shouldn't be the only thing you're looking to take advantage of when it comes to players being used. You also want to take the players that you are going to take into ranked and also get as much as you can, whether it's playing through ranked or playing through mini seasons or conquest or whatever game mode you choose to play. Also want to take advantage of double parallel XP weekend because the attribute boosts that you get for getting a player to +5 can change the player from playing at a diamond base level to a high tier diamond level. For example, let's look at Jackson Merrill. At 86 fielding, which is his base, he has gold fielding animations. At 87 reaction, he has gold reaction animations. If we get him up to parallel 3, he's going to now have diamond reaction animations, but he's going to be at an 89 for fielding, so still gold fielding animations. But if you get him to parallel 4, now he has both diamond fielding animations, diamond reaction animations, and if you get him to parallel 5, now he has 80 speed to go ahead and pair with all of that. So as you can see, it sometimes changes the defensive tier level of players, making them that much better to have out there defensively. And obviously offensively, if you add a +5 to all his offensive attributes, that's also going to give you all around the clock more contact and power. So now the question might be, how does this benefit me in terms of Diamond Dynasty gameplay besides just having better players due to the attribute increases? And it's pretty simple. By using this double parallel XP, you're going to be able to complete the XP path a lot quicker, earn yourself more rewards, meaning more packs, more stubs in order to complete collections. The same thing applies to the Team Affinity and assorted program. And depending on how lucky you are, you don't know whether you pull yourself a Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge or even multiple of those players and get yourself some collections done that you wouldn't otherwise. And the same thing goes for Legends and Flashbacks. You're going to be able to get yourself some exclusive packs that are going to have these players that are either going to to inch you closer to that collection or get you those collection rewards as well. So listen to me carefully. If the wife wanted a weekend just to herself, you know game, you tell her, hey babe, we do that next weekend. I got double parallel XP weekend. If she asks what that is, say, hey, here's my credit card. Do whatever you want. Just leave me alone for the rest of the weekend. Now, put a limit on that credit card because I don't want you to go broke either. Because if you're going to go broke, you might as well have just bought stubs. You get what I'm saying? But take advantage of this double parallel XP weekend. Knock it out of the park. Knock out all these programs. It's going to make them a lot less time draining, and you're going to be feeling more fulfilled once you see teams full of diamonds and you're pulling diamonds out of standard packs and whatnot. Have a blessed day and night. Stay positive, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace out.